your personal financial journey and the markets around us. That's Dollars and Cents, Thursday afternoons at 4, here on WSIC.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I need some real talk. Oh, I need some real talk. Give me some of that real talk.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate. You want to talk about ethics today? Is that what you want to do?
Did you get my phone without my knowledge?
No, you handed it to me, and I read through it, and she said she wants to talk about ethics. Okay. Biggest ethical problem that you see right now?
Oh my God. Is that how we start on Monday?
It's up to you.
I don't know. I see a lot of, let's call it fake news on social media by agents, and it drives me crazy. I am a rule follower by nature anyway, but at work, it's like the turbo version of a rule follower, so it drives me crazy. What I see many times that is not right.
So when you say rule follow, so for example, is drinking coffee in the afternoon breaking the rules?
No, not at all. But I'm worried about you because I told you that last week. I am a coffee drinker, but you were really having what, 4 cups
during the mornings?
In the morning?
It depends. Some mornings I won't even get through one, it just depends.
Yeah, but yes, it was. No, but I mean real rules. I am a real rule follower.
Okay, so for example,
not saying
fair housing rules and not steering people in a particular direction based on their race or their gender or their national origin. Fresh corn, based on their fresh corn.
Yes.
Shout out to the farmers.
Yes. Of course, you have to respect that. I do think, let's put it on the side, I do think that, I mean, I understand why we have the rules. It's because someone probably overdid it, and so now everybody pays the price. But yes, I still think it should be followed. I wish we didn't have it, because I would say most people have common sense and wouldn't, break the rules if they didn't exist. But I do know they exist for a reason.
Rules are a mere construct of the mind. No,
Yeah,
sure. Do the rules apply to everybody?
Of course.
They should?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I being... Yes. What do you
Interrogated?
think? Yes. Am I being...
Heck no, the rules should apply to nobody. No, it's the rules of brokerage and the rules of... I think it ties back to the starting point. To be honest, this is my own opinion. Licensing needs to be part of the conversation if you're going to go to ethics. Do you think it was too easy, too hard, just fine to get a license in North Carolina?
I think it's too easy. The test, it is a hard test, but it's too easy. Too easy, too cheap, too no?
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just thinking through back to my days in the classroom and sitting there and...
Oh, I remember I had a full-time job and I was taking the class at night. And I remember coming home every night and thinking, why? What have I done? 2 college degrees, and I thought I know nothing. So it is a lot of subjects to be studied. Yes, it is, especially when you have a full-time job. It is very hard to study. I still think it's too easy.
They had me out there at 21 thinking, dang, we're about to go out here to this $1 million property and get up in here and sell this thing.
Yes.
That's what I thought being a broker was going to be. It was the glamour side of brokerage before the internet popped off for brokerage. Instagram and the way all that's done. What about on Instagram right now? Like, are you seeing...
That's the thing that's driving me crazy.
Okay, so the rules that are being said on Instagram and other social media platforms.
It's not even I don't think it's about rules necessarily, like official rules. It's about being ethical. Is there a thing like you're doing the right thing, you're being ethical even when nobody's looking?
Okay.
Or nobody's checking and you're still doing the right thing? I've been seeing, and it kills me. And tell me if I am being a Karen. I see agents.
First off, I would never call any lady that ever.
Is there like a better term? Am I being a pain? Okay, tell me if I'm being a pain.
Wait, is this one of those moments as a guy we can set the course forward of what word we're allowed to use? Is that this moment right
Maybe.
here that we've been presented with?
Maybe.
Wow.
I'm gonna just be quiet. About
Okay.
this.
Hey, we have. Did I hear a voice?
Yes. Mamie Lee in the studio during today's Real
I'm
Talk
in a different
right
chair
now.
today too. This is so
know.
fun.
You can see the
I can
TV.
see. I'm not blind over here. Yeah,
I
this
know.
is fun. This is
Okay,
good
you
time.
want to talk about all the ethical stuff going on in the market. Mamie's here to give us the consumer perspective, what it was like. Don't make her cry. Her daughter just graduated or is graduating high school this week, and she got these photos. Don't talk about them, though. She will
I will
possibly cry.
Start crying.
So the funny thing is you two ladies know each other better, probably
Yes.
the best relationship
Right.
here in this
Yeah.
whole place.
We
and so it's
were
even more
we were
awkward
both
right now.
talking about our daughters.
Graduating.
like
yeah,
5
both
minutes
of our
ago,
daughters
yes.
are graduating high school this year.
Mine is graduating June 10th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a room with two ladies that I've made cry before. So
Yes.
let me just this is what makes this so interesting right now.
No, but I think it's great now that I think about it that I want to talk about doing the right thing, even if nobody's watching. And with a social media expert here, maybe you can tell me. We have another agent, we have a social media. You can judge me if I'm being a baby. But for instance, I see, and I don't like it, agents, I always say the right agent matters. So now the latest thing I've seen more than I want, agents celebrating an under contract and they're not part of it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
So, hey, Lake House, congratulations, under contract in 3 days. They are not the listing agent. And because I could be a detective, I know who the buyer agent is. Sorry. I can find out.
Oh no.
I can.
So you don't think it's cool
They're not
for
related at all.
an agent to be celebrating, maybe they're celebrating the market. Yeah, another buyer found success.
Sure. And I have nothing to do with it.
Just like Claudia brings success to her clients, I can bring success to you
So
too.
If
basically,
you saw somebody who had put one of your listings though as like closed in 3 days, would you call them out on it?
yes.
Yeah.
Get
like
out
it.
of it. Like, get out of it. But, it's someone, if I got $8 million listing with Compass, my firm, so it's my firm, and I share on my social media, hey, under contract, multiple offers, $9 million. Woo! People will think that I'm the agent, either listing or I'm the buyer agent. But I can check, and these people are not part of the transaction.
So, for example, I have about one follower on the personal social media page
Okay.
that I have to have in order to have a Facebook business page. We'll just say that.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to tell you that it's my name backwards with other random characters throughout in order for you to attempt to find me. That's not what I'm doing right now.
I'm going to do it today. I'm going to find you.
But if I'm a broker and I'm looking to build a brand and things like that, the other side of it is syndicating the MLS on a website.
Mhm.
That, let's say, a section at the top of a page on my website, I say, hey, here's featured listings.
Yes.
And it's somebody else's $16 million island, let's say,
Yes.
for instance, that is not my listing, but I'm going to make a viral post that makes it very, very cool. Is that okay?
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think that's okay?
I mean, you can advertise, but you and the rules say you put the name of the listing agent and the firm in your post. Then yes, but yes, doable if you do the right way, which is give credit to the listing agent. Then yes, and the firm. Yes.
Okay. I'm
But-
just diving as deep as I can with you right now.
Do the
That's
right
it.
thing.
Mm.
Give credit to the right person.
Getting more strict out here. More rules. Thank Claudia.
More of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis is coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Boy, we sure do need it. And finally, kicking off a stretch of dry weather for the next couple of days across the Lake Norman area. Plenty of sunshine back today as we warm up close to 80 for our Monday afternoon. Overnight temperatures will dip back under a partly cloudy sky to the upper 50s, maybe even some mid-50s around the lake and outlying spots and farms. We warm into the mid-80s by Tuesday afternoon. Low rain chances, pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast for the end of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Greystone Lodge in Boone.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live in Mooresville offers up free music on Thursday, May 23rd with a performance by area favorite and Carolina's premier rock and roll cover band, Black Glass. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert powered by Waves Entertainment beginning at 7. Friday is Live Under the Oaks at Brookdale Village in Huntersville. Justin Minton's solo music performance of rock, R&B, and soul begins at 6 p.m. Grab your chairs and head to the Brookdale stage on Friday night for free music by Justin Minton. The Charlotte Motor Speedway has high-speed NASCAR racing for Memorial Day weekend. On Friday, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series holds the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. The ARCA Series is also in action on Friday with the General Tire 150. On Saturday, the NASCAR Cup Series holds their qualifying session, and the Xfinity Series races in the Bet MGM 300. Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series competes in one of their crown jewels, the 65th running of the Coca-Cola 600. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets and information. The Kane Center for the Arts welcomes Philip Hamrick on Friday, May 31st for his album release celebration. The singer-songwriter from Mooresville releases his first solo album as an independent artist with The Tunnel Club. Hamrick's personal stories are delivered through vocals and acoustics. Doors open at 7 p.m. with Hamrick's The Tunnel Club album release celebration at 8 p.m. on Friday, May 31st. For tickets, more information on this show and many other programs, visit CaneArts.org. That's C-A-I-N Arts.org. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Today's Real Talk continues now. Here are your hosts, Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek of Compass Real Estate, and
Who else?
Surprise guest.
Mamie Lee.
I didn't surprise to me.
I'm trying to
everyone,
come
I
up. I want to come up with your real estate pseudonym because you've got LKN Memes, you've got Mames, you've got Mamie, you've got Mimi, which is one of my top favorites, but you won't let that one out.
That's not one of them, though. That's not one of them.
What could her real estate name be, Claudia? What do you think?
I'll come up with something.
I don't know.
Give me.
Claudia's biggest fan. That's my real
Stop.
estate name.
See, she's gonna make me cry now.
No, I am your biggest fan, though. I am.
Next time we need actually, no, we can do it today. We've got coming up in the next segment, we've got Guess That Stat. Or
Okay,
my
this
favorite
is-
stat.
Okay.
I'm trying to come up with
You know
another
what? I
name.
love
don't
this
like
stat
it.
too.
Do
I
you?
think it's so interesting, and I'm obviously not a real estate agent, never been one. I've bought a couple houses, and that's the extent of my real estate.
And we are searching for the next one.
Don't tell Rob that we're looking for the next
yeah.
one.
I
Don't
hope
tell him.
Oh, no.
I hope he's not listening.
yeah.
Rob, we're joking. Not.
And that stat is active and coming soon listings 500,000 or less by county. Now we start with Mecklenburg. It's been
Always.
north of just over 1,100 the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
More or less. What's your guess for the day?
More.
More.
Yes. Memorial Day is coming. People are flying, and we need more houses. So I would say more.
Because we need it.
We
It will happen.
need it.
If you need
Yes.
it, they
Yes.
will list.
Yes.
Okay. We'll find out. We're going to find out next segment on that.
Okay.
But this ethical conundrum you've now presented, that let's just dive deeper on it. Why not?
I want to talk about something I saw on your Instagram today that I
Uh-oh.
didn't know existed.
Okay.
The AI listing photos.
Oh,
Have you seen this?
did you?
No.
Are you on
Oh
Instagram?
yeah,
Where?
no. I've seen like people putting furniture and fake AI stuff in
Yes.
photos.
Yes.
That
He
is
posted today some AI listing photos, and it is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And I
No,
thought,
it's an actual listing, because I do that sometimes just for fun, and sometimes because I am looking for for houses for my clients. So I was looking for houses for clients of mine, and I came across this one that used virtual. And I'm kidding about the AI. I'm guessing, because there is a good program called Box Brownie, where you have
I love brownies.
actual staging. You pay, I don't know, $50 per picture, And I have seen the AI saying, do it for free. Why pay, let's say, box brownie if you can have it for free? And then I saw this one this morning, which is ridiculous. And
It's
I had to
local,
share.
like it's from Canopy, or you saw it like on someone's post?
Oh, it's
on the
Ckezepis.
Oh, okay.
MLS.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's in Harrisburg.
Oh, goodness.
And yes, and then I had to share because I share bad pictures. All the pictures I share are from our MLS. So there is Zillow Gone Wild, which is a national thing, and mine is from houses in our market. Many times I do it, as I said, just for fun. And actually, today I was thinking about putting one of those cameras in my house, streaming live when I'm doing this, just to see my reaction, like live, because I laugh by myself, and then I'm like, okay, I have to share. Ridiculous.
You're also going to need to share Maintenance Monday at some point today.
Yes.
Don't let me forget.
Oh, I
That-
will
We,
not.
we will not forget.
Yeah.
No,
Maintenance
no, no.
Monday today.
It's a very dear topic today.
All right. So ethics let's take it from the agent doing marketing. Beyond that, are you seeing or concerned as far as just the market? Because when it gets tight like this, inventory gets tight, people get ruthless out here. People get crazy.
It's hard. I don't mind, and I actually am a fan of some agents that are extremely creative. I don't mind, as we were talking during the break, I don't mind getting someone's nice listing and posting to bring buyers, as long as you give credit to the listing agent and the firm, because these are the rules. So you have to let people know. What I don't like is agents trying to sell something they're not. That's why I say the right agent matters. People that never sold one house calling themselves luxury realtors. Yes, or people posting the under contract when they're not at all involved with the contract. So they are lying to the public. And this drives me insane.
What do you think is the most edgy post you've ever done on social media thus far? Have you done anything like questionable?
Controversial.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think so. No,
No?
I don't think so. I did the one, I mean, it's not controversial at all, but like the one that I jumped in the pool.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Was it cold outside?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Just
It
jumping in a
was,
pool.
I think it was end of summer. It was not cold that I was afraid, so it was fine. And
Because you don't like the cold at all.
I don't like the cold at all, but it was.
Both of us have the same goal to never wear a coat again.
By the way,
In your
yes,
entire
I
lives.
found my dream home this weekend
Oh,
because
yeah?
my husband checks Zillow every weekend.
Mm.
He's always trying to find the one, and he did find the one in Anna Maria Island, Florida.
Oh,
I
nice.
loved it. Just $2.5 million. I think I'm going to put it on.
Just. But yes, we have the same goal to never wear coats again.
Yes.
For the rest of our
That's-
lives.
Also, you choosing hurricanes in the equation, but we won't go there right now. We'll
Well,
talk
I don't
about
know. I'll
that.
have to put a coat on and I'll deal with it.
Yeah. So
Give me a good story for the week. Don't let the what's going on in the marketplace stop you, because I imagine you probably, I was so busy, didn't have no time to do
You know,
nothing because I'm showing
actually-
everybody houses, making everybody's
actually,
dreams come true.
No. Saturday I was off ish.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I was supposed to show a house to my clients, the clients that I was searching for this morning. And I don't know if Friday night or Saturday morning, they said cancel it. We made a decision on area because we were looking Huntersville, Cornelius, North Charlotte. They're like, no, we just want we don't want Mecklenburg anymore. We just want Ckezepis and especially Harrisburg. And that's where I found the weird listing. So they canceled my show, and I'm like, okay. And then I think it was Friday night, because minutes later, I was going to host an open house to another agent for Compass. She called me, we are under contract, open house has been canceled. And I'm like, oh, I just got a day that I don't have to do anything. What do I do now? It was good. I spent with the family.
What'd you do? Like build a new room on your house or something
know,
like
kinda,
that? Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Let me find something to do. No, but it was a good day, productive, family oriented. It was nice. And I started packing for my trip, of course, because I want to have everything ready.
Can I ask you a question? You're not get offended?
Oh my God. You do it every week.
Do you cook at
Every
home,
week.
or do you? And that's not a thing. That's not that thing. I just mean in general. Do you cook at home? Do you guys like to eat out? What do you like to do?
Both.
Okay.
So usually
The combo.
Sunday, if I have time, Sunday I prep for the week, at least for lunch for my husband, because I'm a sweet wife and I make lunch for him every week.
See, I didn't say
No.
that. I
I
fresh corn.
really hope
fresh
Rob's
corn.
not
I
listening
didn't
now.
say
I'm just
anything.
advertising. So Sunday,
Rob, don't listen.
hey Rob, Sunday, I have open houses, I have showings,
Oh my
and
goodness.
I make lunch for my
Oh,
husband.
you're overachiever. You're making me look bad.
But we do like going out at least once a weekend too.
You been to any of the new spots around town at all, or anything that you
Like what?
seen
Yes.
culture? There's a
Bar
French bakery over
Taco?
there. I'm surprised that
It hasn't opened yet.
Oh, it isn't open yet?
No, I'll be there.
Goat Pizza. That one's open.
No, but I thought about it because we drove by it, and I do plan on going. I saw them; it was pretty crowded. I do plan on going. It's hard because if people, and you should know where, but if my husband says, "Where do you want to go?" I always answer the same thing. Ease.
I was going to say.
That's your number one.
spot.
It's like
The
don't ask
sushi
me.
game. Is it the sushi?
I love sushi. I'm already thinking about going after the show.
Okay, sushi's the number one.
Yes,
Then.
I'm like, don't ask me. My friends know. Everybody knows. Like, if you want to bribe me, take me to eat.
If you want to make Claudia
Say
she
yes.
would never cancel an appointment, but if you want her to show up,
Yes,
tell her ease.
just wait for me with my bento box.
Speaking of bribery, we know that we're going to look up the stat of 500,000 or less per county, but prices as far as just overall what you're seeing in the market, because when you're seeing and you've got buyers driving around right now, speaking of bribery, are listing agents buying the listing right now?
Buying the listing.
Going with whatever price the seller says,
I don't
knowing
think
that the
so.
market.
Good agents are not doing it because we're not.
Or is it only good agents that have listings right now? Or are we back to that, right? Because in the wild, wild west of everybody and gunslinging and everything, it was the listing side and buyer side, right? Had things going on.
I think, it's so hard, but when the sellers are smart, they are getting the great agents that know what they're doing, that will not say yes to whatever price. But of course, some people want to save money and they end up hiring a bad agent that uses cheap staging.
So I do have a story about this, and you
Okay.
already know this story, but I don't know if you've heard it yet. It's not that far back.
Uh-huh.
It's not that far back, just a couple of years. But Rob and I met because we were neighbors, which I've told that story before, how we met because we were neighbors. Well, he owned his own condo, I owned mine.
Oh.
And when we got married, we decided to sell his and he was going to move into mine. Well, it's his, right? He doesn't need my approval to put it up. Actually, we were engaged, so we weren't even married yet. So he doesn't need anything from me to sell it. So he picks his agent, the discount agent. I tell him you should go with Claudia. He's his own man. He does what he wants to do.
Rob, are you listening?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's going to be mad that I'm telling the story. But it took, 3 months, I think, for that thing to go under
It
contract. And it
was.
was discounted. You get a better whatever. I took the pictures myself,
Nice.
which were not good. If you've seen
Oh,
it,
I
You're
didn't
living
know.
out the dream.
I didn't know that.
I did the pictures
You-
myself because he didn't do ones that I
Oh,
liked.
I remember.
He
He
didn't
wanted
have
to
any of
charge
the-
extra.
He
right?
wanted extra for pictures. He wanted me to. He didn't include any of the lake, the amenities that we had, and everything.
Gosh.
And I was like, Rob, next time we're going with Claudia. We did.
And then when she got ready to list her house, it
No.
was
It did. And I don't even
Really?
think it was one day on the market
Yeah.
before. Yeah. Claudia.
nice pictures.
the right agent
and
matters.
the whole
It
thing.
matters.
Yes.
Ooh, the
Yes,
right agent
light
matters.
staging.
Same neighborhood, about the same time frame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure.
3 months versus a
It is
day.
true.
And that's a resale. We haven't even gotten into new construction yet.
No.
We got to talk about some new construction today. We'll find out about that.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Of course,
Anything
always.
good? Is there something good out there?
Some passive aggressive behavior from me with is that good?
Okay, that kind of week. Looking forward to it. Going to get our stat. We know what it is: 500,000 or less per county. Active and coming soon. Actually listed on the market. We'll figure that one out. And something else probably at some point throughout the
Always got
afternoon.
something to
So
talk
maybe Maintenance Monday.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Let's do it.
We'll be back with more of today's Real Talk, hosted by Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis, in just a moment on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Boy, we sure do need it. And finally, kicking off a stretch of dry weather for the next couple of days across the Lake Norman area. Plenty of sunshine back today as we warm up close to 80 for our Monday afternoon. Overnight temperatures will dip back under a partly cloudy sky to the upper 50s, maybe even some mid-50s around the lake and outlying spots and farms. We warm into the mid-80s by Tuesday afternoon. Low rain chances, pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast toward the end of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align bloating relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Learn more at alignprobiotics.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Memorial Day deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, save big on Scott's Naturescapes mulch. Get 5 bags for just $10. And there's more. Get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. These deals are selling fast, so start shopping now. Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 5/29. Mulch excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Appliance savings vary based on purchase. See Lowe's.com for details. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Febreze.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. We've all seen the commercials, Hims and Hers Health selling low-cost generic versions of Viagra and hair loss medications. Now, it's jumping on the weight loss diabetes drug bandwagon, selling a copycat weight loss medication made by an unnamed generic pharmacy that costs 85% less than what Novo Nordisk charges for Wegovy. Right now, shares of Hims and Hers up almost 30%. Elsewhere on Wall Street, the week started a little higher. Right now, though, the Dow is down about 1/3%. The NASDAQ up 2/3%. The S&P up slightly. As expected, the Red Lobster seafood restaurant chain filing for bankruptcy protection. It's blaming costly leases, higher labor costs, and that disastrous unlimited shrimp promotion. And the maker of Cheez-Its opening a limited-time Cheez-It diner in the Catskill Mountains near Woodstock, New York, selling Cheez-It burgers, Cheez-It fries, even a Cheez-It-flavored milkshake. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
We're back with more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek, Mamie Lee.
Hello.
What an afternoon it is. Okay, I think it's time. Let's play.
Let's play.
Claudia Ogrizek this week on Know That Stat.
No, okay.
Active and coming soon in the Canopy MLS. That's the local MLS here with the most local data. 500,000 or less by county, Mecklenburg County. Do you believe that it is over or under last week's number, which was about 1,193?
We never know. I don't even know why it was.
Over or under 1,193 listings?
I'm gonna give you a number. What was the last?
1193. Okay. 1,193.
So I'm going to say 1213. It's the number in Mecklenburg County under 500.
1,218?
13.
1,213?
Yes.
Claudia Ogrizek?
Yes.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. It's less.
No way.
1,158.
It's always pretty much the same.
It's very tight. That's why we can make it up, because it's just really tight quarters. You know, it's not like it's big numbers.
Is it that there's enough coming on and enough going off, like the ones that are closing, and then there's enough coming back on to kind of replace it, or
It's not enough. I think
I don't know
it
what
is
the average days on the
1.7. I
market
think
are.
1.7 month of inventory, which is nothing. We should
There's
have
not
6 months.
1.7 months. There is negative months of inventory. How can you have 1.7 if right now
Well,
there's
you have
nothing?
1,000 houses in Mecklenburg right now. So go buy it.
So in a county where the population is 1.1 million, and there is and I don't even know what the average days on the market are. And this is everything. This is even land. This is everything that's in here.
The thing is, you have to keep in mind that, and we were talking about Nordstone.
Actually, I take that back. It's residential. I apologize. It's
Many
single family.
people don't want to move right now. They don't need to move. They either bought their house cash or they have their loan below 3% interest rate. I'm one of them. Could I move? Sure. Am I connected to my house in a way? No, but why would I let go? I think my interest rate is 2.5. So there are many people on the selling side that don't want to let go of super low interest rates, and on the buying side, many people that can't afford or are afraid of buying with the interest rates above 7.
Then the onus becomes on new construction, I would imagine, because if you've got no inventory as far as sellers putting their house on the market, then you've got to rely on new.
Yes.
And we know that not every unit gets inputted in. And you've also
Oh my
got
God.
rentals that people are renting because they cannot
Mhm.
buy right now, but so they've got to live somewhere, so they rent. That's a huge factor as well. Hence why my argument of negative inventory right now, because if you have so little that people are having to rent that want and are almost able to buy, are there enough qualified buyers, you think, in this marketplace right now?
I would say so, yes. I think we have more uneducated or people that are afraid of trying. And this is how many times with many of my renters, because I do help people rent, I always have the conversation, why are you renting? Is it because you just got here and you need to get to know the area to see if you want Cornelius, if you want David's, whatever? Or it's because you think you can't buy a house. And many times people don't know, they've never tried, they've never spoken to a loan officer because they believe in their minds they're not able to. Many people don't know you can get a house with 3% down. Many people don't know you could potentially get 0 down if you are USDA, if you are VA, or depending on some areas in Charlotte, for instance, you could
Credit
get
union.
Yeah.
First
Credit
home buyers,
union, yes,
SECU, yeah.
yes. Credit
So
union.
Claudia helped me rent my
Mhm.
first home
The
by
ca-
myself. No, the good house
The
where I
good
met Rob.
house. Yeah.
The condo on the lake. She helped me rent that one. And then when he offered to sell it to me, I was like, Claudia, I don't think I can buy it. And you
Mhm.
helped educate me.
Yeah.
And the owner was willing to sell it to me, but she helped educate me. Like, yeah, actually, you can buy. But I didn't think and actually my payment, my mortgage payment ended up being less than what I was paying in rent.
Which, by the way, this is important to say, is not happening right now. So a few years ago, I would say, guys, you're probably going to pay less to pay a mortgage than a rent. It's not the case right now. You will pay more for your mortgage. It's a fact. Right now, for the same house, the same unit, you pay more if you're paying mortgage, if you're especially 3% down. But still, it's throwing money in the garbage or holding tight a little bit and refi maybe a year from now.
Tight timeline.
Oh, I can't, like
Boiling.
I hate the rental thing unless it's a needed thing, and many times yes, you know.
But then let's
Life makes you rent and it's fine, but once you are established, like I want to live here, I love the area, or my divorce papers are finalized, start thinking of future and building.
Well, here's the other objection then if you're the buyer in that moment of, okay, if it's going to go down in a year, why wouldn't I just wait a year and whatever's available then?
Because everybody believes, and I'm one of them, that once the interest rates come down, all the buyers that are saying this will come out like maniacs. And then we're going to have bidding wars, crazy high due diligence fees being offered, appraisal waiver, inspection waiver. So I think you're doing a disservice. So you pay, let's say that your mortgage is going to cost you 200, 300 more now with the interest rates. If you put on paper, I am an Excel spreadsheet person. If you put them side by side, I think it's worth buying because you are avoiding a bidding war in the future. not only that, when that happens, prices will go up. So now you could get a house for whatever, 350. A year from now, when the interest rates are 5.5, that same house will be 425, 450. So you're going to end up paying the same thing.
I just don't know if any inventory even comes on the market still, right? Because
make it happen. Hire me.
if the interest rate
She's
goes
gonna be out
down,
there on those Saturdays off, just building new houses,
Yes.
making more
Oh.
inventory.
I was at the Mecklenburg County today, GC Claudia. I do have the plan on becoming a GC. I was there talking to them and learning. I'm not joking.
what'd you learn today? Give us a fact you learned today.
That electrical has always to come before insulation, and it has to be approved. So
Inspected.
because I thought
Yes.
maybe, if the electrician is too busy, we could put insulation, and then he puts, no. Electrician has to come, call the county, get the okay, and then insulation comes.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm learning the whole thing because I do want to be a GC one day.
Well, it sounds like you're on the road, and I believe if anybody can do that, as far as in this room, it's you two.
Yes. And now I have an assistant, so I have free time to do my next thing, which is to become a GC.
Wow. Taking on the world.
Yeah.
One step at a
Yes.
time.
And then I'll be an attorney.
No.
Next.
You can. If you want, you can do anything you want to.
I know.
That's the amazing part.
And I'm a girl doing it all.
Wow.
Crazy.
Amazing.
Look, fresh corn. That's all I would say to that. That's all that. It's fresh corn,
Fresh
right?
corn.
Okay.
Familial, let's try it.
You do it. I don't want to do it.
No. Familial, religion. Help me.
I always forget the
Now
education status.
No.
Educational.
Familial,
something?
religion.
This is
sexuality.
terrible. We should not be on
I know.
there.
I know.
No.
I don't know what's happening. What's happening right now? What's the
protected classes?
Oh, protected classes.
Protected classes. Familial status, sexuality, religion, nationality. What else?
Familial status, race, ethnicity, sex, handicap, color. It was a place of federal protected classes, but there's also state protected class. They're going to come back to at least that's what this article says.
okay.
National origin.
National origin,
and that's
yes.
the end. So there you go. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't.
we call a friend?
This would be terrible to have to be tested on right
I
now.
know.
It's basically just be nice to everybody. Why can't we just be nice to everybody?
I always say be nice, be respectful with the golden rule, treat others
I mean,
like you want to be treated.
generally, like this is
And
the
you
weird
should
part
be
about
okay.
that conversation. In your day-to-day when you're meeting with a client, do any of those things pop into your head as a reason to not work with or not find someone just the best house that fits their circumstance that they want?
Come again?
Is
I'm
that
afraid of
too big
answering
a
the.
question?
giving
Yeah,
you the-
see, yeah.
Let me. I don't want to get in trouble. Do it again.
No, I can't. I can't even remember what I started with on here.
I believe that you have to treat others like you want to be treated. So always be respectful, always be understanding, and find the best without steering, but find the best option for each client.
See, I like the word steering. See, I know you're not supposed to use the word steering because it means like something in some context, but I would hope that a broker would steer their client to the best thing for that client, whatever
not
that.
allowed to.
Like
I
that's the
know.
whole point of the relationship is to help the client identify the best thing and that fits for them. So the word steering doesn't have to be.
I know, but you
terribly
can't let's say
terrible.
the lake house. I knew she wanted to be by the water, but I didn't use any of the protected classes to find her. So lake house, yeah, here it is. The condo, amazing, but there was no protected classes involved in
It's
the
just
transaction.
maybe this is so you. Is that what it was? Was that the
that's what it was.
conversation?
That's what it
Did you
was.
visualize together? Okay, this is where we're gonna.
It was a nice.
It was great, and actually we kept walking through, and I was like, "Wait, there's another bedroom? What?"
It's
like-
never ending.
Yeah, I said this place is huge, and the water's right there. Wow,
I
she
know.
didn't even know that lake house was one of the things on my checklist, though. She just knew I needed a nice place
I
to
need
live.
a nice place.
Yeah.
Yes.
She delivered.
That is just the sweetest thing
It's
ever.
the sweetest
is.
story. She delivered
And I
not
still-
once but twice.
Yeah, I know. And I still owe her a date in Gastonia.
There's more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Boy, we sure do need it. And finally, kicking off a stretch of dry weather for the next couple of days across the Lake Norman area. Plenty of sunshine back today as we warm up close to 80 for our Monday afternoon. Overnight temperatures will dip back under a partly cloudy sky to the upper 50s, maybe even some mid-50s around the lake and outlying spots and farms. We warm into the mid-80s by Tuesday afternoon. Low rain chances, pop-up showers and storms return to the forecast for the end of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live in Mooresville offers up free music on Thursday, May 23rd with a performance by area favorite and Carolina's premier rock and roll cover band, Black Glass. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert powered by Waves Entertainment beginning at 7. Friday is Live Under the Oaks at Brookdale Village in Huntersville. Justin Minton's solo music performance of rock, R&B, and soul begins at 6 p.m. Grab your chairs and head to the Brookdale stage on Friday night for free music by Justin Minton. The Charlotte Motor Speedway has high-speed NASCAR racing for Memorial Day weekend. On Friday, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series holds the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. The ARCA Series is also in action on Friday with the General Tire 150. On Saturday, the NASCAR Cup Series holds their qualifying session, and the Xfinity Series races in the Bet MGM 300. Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series competes in one of their crown jewels, the 65th running of the Coca-Cola 600. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets and information. The Kane Center for the Arts welcomes Philip Hamrick on Friday, May 31st for his album release celebration. The singer-songwriter from Mooresville releases his first solo album as an independent artist with The Tunnel Club. Hamrick's personal stories are delivered through vocals and acoustics. Doors open at 7 p.m. with Hamrick's The Tunnel Club album release celebration at 8 p.m. on Friday, May 31st. For tickets, more information on this show and many other programs, visit CaneArts.org. That's C-A-I-N Arts.org. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
We're back with more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Justin Ckezepis, Claudia Ogrizek, and special guest Mamie Lee. Maintenance Monday. You got to take care of your property. You got to take care of your abode.
Yes.
And how can we do that today, Claudia?
So before I talk about Maintenance Monday, I don't know who saw on my Instagram last week, one of Bailey, the inspector that came here, she posted and I shared the thing about taking a look at your crawl space after the rain because we had so much rain. So so if you haven't seen it and you are on a crawl space, rain stopped, but go take a look for water, for mold, for creatures, for critters, and take a look and take care of it. I have a neighbor that called me asking for a suggestion for a contractor, and because they never checked their crawl space for a long, long time, and now they have wood rot, a bunch of stuff, they're going to spend $10,000. So go to your crawl space right now, take a look. If it has too much water, call someone. Call me, and I can give you names of reliable contractors to come take a look. But talking about maintenance, yes, you have to take care of your house. It's a breathing.
It's like an ecosystem.
Yes, yes. HVAC. And I can tell you a very, very, very sad story that happened to me as a teaching moment. When I bought my house, I renovated the whole thing. I knew the HVAC was older, but it was working, so I was spending money on other things. Summer, we went to the beach. So I renovated the whole house. I spent a lot of money. It looked amazing. We went to the beach, and the day I came back, actually, we were having, I know it's kind of gross to say, but we had cockroaches when we got, because I think the previous owners never took care of it. So I had hired a pest control thing to get rid of the cockroaches. And we joked when we came back a week later, like, I hope I don't see an ocean of dead cockroaches in the house. So we came, all good. I'm like, yes, the pest people did their job. And as I came upstairs, the hallway to go to my bedroom and the ceiling were all on the floor, wet, yellow. Yes, 100% renovated house, brand new carpet, brand new walls, everything. Everything collapsed in the hallway. And why? Because I didn't know that. The HVAC, especially in the summer, produces a lot of water. I don't know, like 20 gallons a day. And you have a pen where your furnace or whatever sits in the attic. And if you get the pipes, if they're clogged, you should have a security system to shut off the system. Was not working in my house. So all that water coming from the HVAC spent, I don't know how many days, because of course when we left, there was nothing, but 4 or 5 days destroying all the walls, all the insulation, everything. So it's extremely important to have a HVAC contractor come to your house, ideally twice a year. So just before summer starts, the ideal thing, because you have to turn everything off, ideally you bring someone before you turn on the AC so they can clean the pipes, check everything, make sure everything is working. And the same thing again in the fall before you start using the heat. They come to check the heat part of it twice, because believe me, my insurance paid for everything, but I think it was close to $20,000 to remediate everything and rebuild. Like my daughter's bathroom got destroyed, the laundry got destroyed, all the hallway, the walls. And then this is like end of August, so 100 degrees outside, and we had giant fans on for days. So I don't know, it was like 150. It was almost impossible to sleep. It was horrible. So please make sure you hire a reliable company to do your maintenance twice, if you can, twice a year.
That's good advice.
Yes. Be careful with the TV ones, because if they have a lot of money to be on TV all the time, you're paying for it. I'm not going to name names, but if you see them on TV,
I feel the same.
Don't do it. You've been there.
I've been there.
Yes.
I just go with the hit it with a hammer mode. Is that better? Is that the right way you do it?
Honestly, part of it can be done by you. I would just be careful. Like if you are handy, go on YouTube, look for maintenance for HVAC.
Everything you see on the internet is true.
Oh, you can. Yes, especially the under contract. And the luxury agent.
The luxury agent.
Yes. No, you could, of course. I think it's safer for many reasons to hire someone, and it's like $75. You can have them come. $99. Just be careful with the TV ads.
With the famous ones.
With
be careful with the famous ones.
Because they have a lot of money to spend on TV because you are paying for it. So just be careful. And again, talk to me, talk to your friends, see the ones they use. And
what's the nastiest filter you ever seen in an HVAC?
Oh
you
my
seen
God,
some nasty ones?
So many. I see it very often because when I'm showing a house, I did one yesterday. I told my clients I always look up and I look at the returns and the filters because when you have the dust coming out of the it's a sign that it's pretty much never been. So you're pushing the system, you're forcing the system. So be very careful with dirty filters and, exchange them once a month. I would say get the cheap one.
Investors were obviously started coming real hot during COVID, right? The way things shifted around here. But even back in the day, I'd say 2011, 2012, when I first got my license, we were coming out of the financial crisis and the short sale, REO, buy the foreclosed property was very popular back then early on. And you'd walk into some places and it would just be black mold up on the vents and the returns and all that kind of stuff. But the market has continued on and has continued to grow. Is anything going to slow down, Claudia? Do you see it anywhere?
No, not.
As far as demand. Obviously, supply is limited, but demand.
No. Because with social media, with Google and everything, I think everything, good and bad, people are learning more about wealth, about where to invest, and there's no better investment long term. There's no other investment than buying houses. Long term. It's not a game like, oh, let me buy a house today and sell it tomorrow and make. But long term, if you want to build wealth, nothing makes you richer than buying real estate. So no, the demand is not going anywhere because more and more people are aware of the advantages of owning real estate.
I thought it was because all these cool food spots that we got coming around here. I thought that's what keeps the market going.
Yeah, good restaurants, more jobs,
Quality of life.
Perfect weather. For most people, not for me.
Not for us that don't like to wear
But I
coats.
do know that many people, especially people coming actually from Florida or New York, you have the 4 different seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter.
So this
People
past
love
weekend's
that.
weather, let's say this past weekend's weather, for
It
example.
was a little chilly for me.
So too chilly. Wow. Okay.
A little. Like it could be warmer, but it's good. I'm happy now. But I'm going to Mexico because I want like 100-degree weather.
Just to get the heat?
Hot,
Is that
hot.
the whole
Yeah.
point?
Yes. So we were packing this weekend and I saw Kevin had a long sleeve thing. I'm like, do you realize we're going to Mexico? I don't think, like if there is a restaurant with the AC, I don't want to go. Like I want to be outside enjoying the heat. See? Bill agrees with me.
I agree too.
Right?
I'm on board.
I'll
Flip flops, tank top, having a margarita. I don't want to go inside with a shirt. See?
Where can you snowboard in the country right now? Let's
I
go
have
there.
no idea because I'm not going to be there ever.
Right now, and find when it's the hottest time of the year for the rest of the country. Where can you go snowboarding in America? Let's go then. See what happens.
You will never see me. Never. I don't spend money to be cold. Period. This was, I swear, it was a decision maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago. My best friend came to New York with her daughter from Brazil. And she's like, come to New York. Let's spend a few days. I'm like, okay. And this was October. And I remember having to wear a jacket. And in that moment, in silence, I said, Claudia, you will never spend money to be cold again. Never. And I've been pretty firm about it.
Realization.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
I know.
I'll never
I don't
spend money
break
to
for
be
the
cold.
lake.
Yeah.
And I don't pay to be cold.
No.
That's 2 life principles to live
Yes.
by.
Yes.
Okay, so for the buyers out there right now, as we wrap up the show, the
Already?
sentiment
Oh my
out
God.
there, is there any hope for the future?
Yes. Be smart. Talk to people. Learn. It doesn't hurt to ask. Some people are not ready now, and they will figure it out as they talk to someone, but talk to someone who knows the market, who can guide you, and then make the decision. Don't assume you shouldn't be buying or you can't buy. You knew, like
Right.
you didn't think.
Right. No, I
And
didn't
she
think I
could.
would be able to.
Yeah.
And I did, and I got a great place for it.
And then a few years later, with the money she made, she put down a better house. And we're going to do this. Rob, go away. We're going to do that shortly.
Just one more time, right? Just
Yes,
one more time.
one more time.
So for the buyer then, let's say, hasn't sat down with a lender and talked to a lender yet, do you think that comes before, or you
Yes.
help guide?
I will guide. I think, especially my case, because I'm very patient and I like teaching, I can talk to them, have an idea, and kind of filter, say, yeah, talk to someone or wait, work on your credit score. I don't need to know too much. They don't have to share too much with me because this is something they do with the lender. But I know enough to say, go for it. Try. You might get qualified, but you have to try.
Okay. Well, next week we're going to be joined by a lender,
We are?
Brad Roach.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
of Element Home Loans. He's
Okay.
going to join us so we can see what the buyer's perspective are that he's seeing, and
And if he agrees with me, yeah.
we'll
let's
find
do it.
out.
Mhm.
Do you expect everyone just to agree with you because of
Yes, of
your
course.
ability
I'm always right.
to control?
I'm always right.
I just
They
didn't-
should.
Okay. Well, we'll find out what he's got to say then on what's going on in the market. Another great episode of today's Real Talk,
Thank
the
you
show
for
focused
coming.
on
Thank you guys for letting me
North
hang
Carolina
out.
real
Got you by
estate.
surprise.
Special guest Mamie Lee, and we'll see if Claudia gets the number right next week on Know the Stat.
Serving you better than ever